Well, by the time, you know, she got home, I got home from school that day, and we did find out that she and Chris had both been suspended. We did have a meeting at Chris's house, and basically, when we called the president of the school board, and he said that he didn't want to talk to us, that that kind of made up my mind for me right then. I felt that it was an important issue. I felt that we were right, that we should have the right to wear the armband because people wore political buttons, they wore crosses and crucifix and other symbols of what they thought. And so it didn't seem right to me. And so I determined then that I would wear the armband. I, I, our parents were kind of mixed. I guess our mother was very strongly supported what we were doing. Um, our father had a view of authority, which was that authority may not make the decision that you want them to make, but that you still had a responsibility to obey authority. And so when I left the house that morning, he called to me just as I was walking out the door, and he said, "You know, John, I'm not so sure you should do that. I'm not so sure you should wear that armband." And I said, "Well, why not?" And he said, "Well, the school authorities, they have a job to do, and they've made a decision. And I'm not so sure you should violate their decision." And I said, "Well, Dad, it's just a black piece of cloth, and people are dying every day in Vietnam." And he said, "Well, then for you, it's a matter of conscience." And I said, "Oh, I guess it is." And he said, "Well, then I support what you're doing." Our father, both of our parents had lived through World War II, and they had seen in Germany what happens when a whole nation fails to obey their conscience. And our father was a Methodist minister, and he had been involved in the civil rights movement, and he had paid some prices for that too in his career as a Methodist minister. And so he really respected the human conscience, and that's really what he was supporting. And so even though he believed in authority, he believed more, I think, in the need to be true to our conscience.